Hi.
Dave Marionette has subscribed to the channel. Prolokar can now afford to waste money on more garbage.
Thank you. Thank you for subscribing, Deus. Hi. Thank you for that. I'm glad that we got the David Attenborough right off the top at the start of the show. What's going on, everyone? Hi. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are fine. I hope you guys are all happy. Big congratulations to Ari Shadow for reaching a 25 watch streak. 30 stream watch streak. Ari does not need any more channel points for this channel. Content Kid, hi! It's gonna be a good night tonight. I have a feeling it's gonna be a good night because we're in chapter 5 and we are out of June Harbor. We didn't do much of anything, you know, to fill out that map after a while. We just kind of said, fuck it. So we we're just gonna be on this boat and we're gonna sail off, and it's going to be fun. And I wonder what kind of things happen on this boat. Oh man. Mage Sight, thank you for coming through. Beezers, Deus, Ari, Steven, all you guys and girls, much appreciated. Always love the support. Always love starting up and seeing all y'all block in and say hi. It's so nice to see you guys. So here's the thing. This evening, as I break my chair, I think I seem to like hit things and gesture a lot with my hands when I first start. It's just, I don't know, the dementia, who knows. But before we're gonna go ahead any further, to those of you who are in our Discord, which if you're not, just there it is. We're gonna be going through a little bit of a change in the Discord. We've been talking about this behind the scenes, and how should I put this? I'll break it to you guys easily. We're changing the name. We're changing the name. So initially I had my own Discord. Steven had his own Discord. And we started noticing that I had like 3, 4, 5 regulars in the Discord of my own. He had about 3, 4, 5 regulars in his Discord of his own. And we started trying to build our Discord a little bit more because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. I've learned a lot about Discord in the past month or two. I'm not an expert, but I can figure things out. And I started applying it to my own. And when me and Steve were talking and his administrator started talking to me, the idea was floated, why don't we just combine the Discords, right? Let's combine Discords. Let's go into one Discord. That was worth it. Thank you, Ari. You're flexing your muscle a little too soon. All right, look, we're changing the name of the Discord. All right, and this is the reason why. I wanted us to combine our forces into one strong Discord that represented both of us. And Steven's whole aesthetic is really cool. It's all themed as like 2004 Adult Swim. It's really nice. I was there at Chick-fil-A when it came up, and it's a really cool idea. And I really liked how it materialized, and it was really cool. And I'm not knocking it. But that's not my aesthetic, I do have some Adult Swim things. I have like Be Right Back, as you just saw. I have Tim Heidecker saying, you blew it. Things like that. But that's not my aesthetic. And we kind of wanted to have like a mutually beneficial kind of mutual thing. So after tonight, we're probably going to be renaming it. We floated a couple of ideas. I floated a couple of ideas. And to make these ideas hit Lore's eardrums, we kind of have to grab him and kind of pull him across the coals a bit and feel a little bad and say, look, this is for the better of the stream. This is for the better of the community to kind of have something that doesn't sound like it's a porn Discord, okay? Because unless you were around for a lot of Adult Swim back in the day, which I'm sure a lot of us were, adult anything sounds kind of like you're a Discord server for a lot of porn. Which, hey, maybe it'll bring some people in. I don't know, but, it's just kind of weird. That's my opinion. But it's not just my opinion. I was hit up by 3 separate people privately, asking me what the hell is up with this name. I'm guessing it's some of our younger viewers. who weren't around for Adult Swim. And as much as I do like I like the aesthetic, you know, time for a change. So we're gonna be doing that tonight. The name that we settled on after much was something along the lines of the After Hours Discord, or the After Hours Lounge, the After Hours Break Room. It's something that kind of is not necessarily one or either of us, but just kind of something that we can kind of put all the streamers and the people that we know and watch my channel and his channel together and say, hey, we have one place where this is a place where we just kind of say, hey, we're not streaming right now. It's after hours. It's offline. It's off the air, which was kind of the initial idea I floated. If you want to keep the Adult Swim theme, was to kind of go off the air. So we're going to be working that out, and we're going to be, you know, changing that around because, look, I like to make Steven's life difficult, and that's the main reason why I'm doing this. Deus, thank you so much. And the only reason why this did not happen sooner is because putting the name out there and then also making the graphics for it and the designs and the whole aesthetic for it, I think I'm the only one doing it right now. So I know Steven's very busy. He does this for a living, so I'm not going to pressure him into making more time into doing this. But I'll get some stuff out there, and we'll have some updates later this week. But yeah, if you're hearing me here, we're going to be changing the adult stream over to After Hours, and it'll be something that we can all kind of get behind and just say, hey, yeah, this is the Discord that some streamers of mine or streamer friends of mine are, you know, in. And no, it's not porn. I swear, Mom, it's not porn. No, we don't do porn. I don't do porn in my basement at night. I play video games that might have pornographic, you know, subtext, but it's not an adult-themed thing. I mean, well, we do talk about adult things, but these are the conversations I usually have to have with people that I tell them when I tell them that this is my hobby. All right, so with that being said and that all out of the way, why don't we go ahead and do what we normally do, because I started a little bit early because I want to get into the game. So why don't we go ahead and just bring down this television set? Yes, show the boobas. It's fine. Boobs are fine. Oh man. You know, the dulcet tones of Final Fantasy really hit my eardrums in a way where I come here with all this energy and I'm like, I want to show, I want to be like, hey, hi. But then the overworld theme hits and I'm like an awkward 13-year-old high school kid all over again. Wait, look, we talked about him a lot, but go ahead and make sure you check out Lord Diaz right here on the screen every Monday through Friday. That's just kind of how it works around here. And this guy. For spending them channel points, though. See? They do work, and I'm glad they do. No, but it is the Dark Souls trilogy. It is currently... And so if you wanted to pick that up, you know, it would be...
Try me see if there's an echo. I'll be a control group. Yeah.
You want to just bring back the Space Ghost set, man. Just bring back the Space Ghost set. You worked so hard on it. It looks so good. Up next, we got Ari, who's on a 30 stream watch streak. And I love this clip because Ari dies. And it's over so quick. Always so good. Ari, in all seriousness, thanks for coming through. And thank you for supporting me for 30 streams in a row. And Ari, little known thing about Ari, next to Masticatus, is my longest running supporter, who I do not know in real life. So big shout outs to Ari. Thank you. You do make this you do make this difficult. And that's why I love you. Make sure you check out Mage Sight over here, who is a phenomenal supporter of the channel and also a phenomenal YouTuber and live streamer, and always sticks with me whenever I'm doing stupid bullshit at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I have no idea, you know, what I'm doing. Last stream was fun. It was basically just me, Mage, and Beezers just kind of and Gladia just DTSing the shit out of the stream. It was great. If I could gift you guys more channel points, I would. My problem is that I don't want to make the TTS stuff so low. I mean, we're nowhere near hitting the limit for this month, but It does have a limit, even when you pay for it. So I would hate it if you guys start cashing in and it doesn't work anymore. That kind of sucks. Oh, man. Okay. Make sure you check out Beezers, who just hit affiliate. You might have knee pads somewhere. Nice.
Alright, that's good.
As Beezers just got to affiliate, which means he's going to be hitting up so many people for graphics design work. He's going to have so many people saying, hey, I heard that you're an affiliate, so we're going to offer a great deal on these graphics that are just so great. These graphics are so great. You should buy my graphics. And I'm saying all this to you live on your stream so that you feel the pressure to answer in front of a live audience. Welcome to the big time. No, don't fall for it, Bees. I'll tell you this, Bees. Listen, in all seriousness, there are so many ways to do all that stuff for free. If you want to hire someone to do that stuff, more than welcome. Do what you got to do. It's your own money. But there are ways that I do it. I've never paid a dime for any of my effects. I learned it all on my own. And if you ever need any assistance or any help, let me know. Reach out to anybody in the Discord. You know, hit me up privately. You know, send a package to my house that has suspicious dust on it and is, you know, shaped long and drippy wet. Exactly, yeah. Steven is a 20 year or 25 year, I don't know, but Steven has 2 decades at least worth of graphic design experience. I just started dabbling in graphic design like 2 years ago when I started doing all of this for the stream, and it's a lot easier than you think. You do need to learn things, of course. With anything, you need to learn and get the repetition in and get the reps in and keep going. But once you understand and learn how to use certain programs, it's so easy to do all that shit. So never, ever, ever. The only time I would say pay a graphic designer to do anything for your stream is if it's something that you know you can't do and you need it done and you know their work, or you really like them and you want their work featured on your stream. That's all a different thing. I'm telling you, graphic designers are really good and they will help you out. But there are a lot of any of them that you find through Twitter are garbage. And I'm not just talking to Beezer, I'm talking to all y'all. I know we've all been around, but man, just don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for that fucking shit. They are so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. Well, you're fucked that way. What? The easiest way is to get your wife to do it? Oh, yes. I'd rather draw my own stuff and have people I know help me with it. You'll let me some crayons. You'll let him some crayons. So there is a I'll link it in the Discord. I'll link it to Discord for everyone to use because it's a very useful link. I used to go into GIMP, or because GIMP is like Photoshop for poor people, and resize everything to 112 by 112 and 56 by 56 and yada yada. There is a website that all you have to do is just take an image and just upload it, and it will shoot out all 6 versions of that exact thing for your emote sizes and for your badge sizes, and there you go. Just download them and you got them. You can also log into your Twitch dashboard straight from your Chrome browser on your phone and upload them straight to your all your shit straight from your phone. That's how I do a lot of mine on the go and on the fly. So, and I'm sure there's other ways. I'm sure we all got our own unique things, but I've gotten by with using GIMP, PixArt Pro, and CapCut Pro. That's all I use to do everything on my stream. And CapCut's very easy to make GIFs, or there's also GIF resizer. You can just resize GIFs online, all that kind of shit. So there's all types of ways to do it. If you don't have access to the programs, I mean. Look at me. I'm a graphic designer. Dude, if you had emotes that were all just crudely designed crayon shit, I would love it. That'd be great. Yeah, once you get affiliate, you have to rack your brain with like, what do I want my badges to be? What do I want my names to be? What do I want my emotes to be? What do I want my channel points to be? It's a lot. It's a lot to think about. But hey, it's only a hobby that will consume you until you're done streaming entirely. Which for me, I don't think is going to happen until I'm dead. So there's that. I know I've rambled on a bit, but I guess that's it for the shoutouts for now. So, hey, make sure you check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. Saturday night at 9:30, whatever it is. Here's me playing Disco Elysium. Probably one of my oldest clips, but an amazing game.
At some point,
Probably not that great for streaming, but it's great. I love that game so much.
Public toilets.
Shut up, Nose. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help.
Your nose does not understand what it did wrong.
Fuck.
Yeah. Disco Elysium is such a great game. And I'm so glad, so glad that I played it. I was recommended a lot. And I know it's like basically just like a novel that's talking to you. There's no combat, there's no nothing, there's no action. It's just all dialogue trees. But god damn it, it's so fucking fun. Such a good fucking game. Alright, let's get this TV out of here now. And let's go ahead and get over to the game proper. Now, here's the thing. The more this game goes on, the more I have appreciation for the OG. And it's not to say this game is bad by any means. This game is very good. I'm so glad that I lived long enough to see this game come out. I'm so glad that this game exists and I can play it in the comforts of my own home. But man, just going from outside of Midgar to the boat at Junin, 26 hours. And that is not how it is in the original. And I understand that, you know, what I wanted was a big free open world, but it just feels a little too overwhelming. I've said this a couple times, that it feels a little too overwhelming. And maybe it's just because I'm streaming and I don't have the freedom to play it as much as I want. But it does kind of feel like a world that is just, you know, it's really good. It's really good. It's just a lot to take in. A lot. I think when the game is at its best when it's hitting the story beats and it's going through and there's a lot of good stuff. It does have a bit of a pacing issue, I think, but it is still really fun, and I'm so glad and so fortunate to be able to sit here and play it because it is still a really, really good game. It's just, I am feeling the weight of these pads. Okay, I'm feeling the weight of these pads. Skip all the dialogue and cutscenes, make it go faster. No! That's the whole point! It is so much game. You want to know what it is, though? Why doesn't it have a weather system or at least a day and night cycle in the open world? It would make it feel a little more alive. You know what I mean? It's one of the issues that I had with Ghost of Tsushima. When Ghost of Tsushima came out, everyone compared it to Red Dead 2 about how it was such a big open world, and I felt like Ghost of Tsushima felt kind of dead. It felt kind of like, you know, like empty. I know there was things that you could do, but I stopped playing Ghost of Tsushima like maybe like 10 hours in because I was like, I don't know. I might go back to it because I do feel like I didn't give that game a fair shake. But I don't know. When people get in my ear and talk about open world games and compare them to Rockstar games, I'm like, look, we had day and night cycles on the NES for certain games. We had weather cycles on the NES games. I mean, we can have it now. There's no reason not to. I want weather cycles and day and night cycles, god damn it. See, Mage knows it. See, yeah, Final Fantasy 14 had day and night cycles. Yeah, see? Yeah, I know. It's not open world, it's open zone, which, fine. But you want to know what here's what I would say about it. Here's what I would say about this. When it comes to everything that I'm seeing in Rebirth and everything I'm seeing in Remake, 4 years apart. 4 years apart, and I can tell it's been 4 years. They've definitely improved a lot of things. And also, this game came out, Remake came out on the last legs of the PS4. Let's be honest. There's a couple textures that look really like garbage PS3 textures. Rebirth is an amazingly beautiful game. If we get the final game, let's just say it's Final Fantasy Reunion, and it's 4 more years, all of my concerns will go out the window if these two are like the beta test for Rebirth or whatever the third one's going to be. Because if the third one is a truly open world experience, and with how much more they need to cover in this game, having that much attention to detail, being able to fly the Highwind around the entire world of Gaia, go back into Midgar, essentially basically making Final Fantasy Rebirth again, and all these zones in this one again, yeah, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. Like I said, what I wanted was a truly open world Final Fantasy VII experience, and we are like right there. It is right there. Just not quite. So maybe the next 4 years we might get it. Crisis Core is reunion? Shit, I'm sorry. Well, then what do you think the third one's going to be called? Should it be called Final Fantasy reply to all in your company's mass email, even though they say do not hit reply to all? All right. Actually, that's not a bad name, Steven. Final Fantasy Retcon. Final Fantasy Reincarnations. That's actually not bad. Final Fantasy Reincarnation. What about Final Fantasy VII Redial? And you redial back to 1997 when your mom picked up the phone while you were trying to download a pixelated image of Tifa with her boobies out. And when she picked up the phone, you only got halfway, so it went to here. Final Fantasy Redial. Maybe a thing. And in theme, because the Final Fantasy series is known for a lot of things. It's innovation in the console market. It literally sold the PS1 even though it didn't need it. Final Fantasy VII, revolutionized JRPGs and brought them to the American coast as a really, it made them popular in the American coast. But Final Fantasy does not get enough credit for revolutionizing the porn industry, specifically the weird tentacle hentai porn industry. Because if you were around in 1997 and this game came out, and you looked up any stuff like that, all of a sudden there's Kate Sith railing Aerith over a barrel and the gold saucer, and Red 13 just raw dogging Tifa, and it was a great time in the wild west of the internet. Right after you have a nice little session, cruising rotten.com and Style Project and going to Newgrounds, you may want to go over and find some Tifa and Aerith railing Yuffie over Cloud's Buster Sword porn. That's what you want, right? That's how it was in 1997. So maybe that's how it should be. Final Fantasy Redial. Back when Final Fantasy porn was everywhere, and no one really cared. Everyone just kind of let it go, let it all hang out. People would go to conventions dressed as these characters, and you know that they just smelled wonderful. Oh, no, Steve, you just wanted Final Fantasy VII Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy that's great. Final Fantasy VII Revengeance, Final Fantasy Retcon. Oh, Jesus Christ. Over a 56k modem. Yes, Steven, you were there with me for that. Was it Revengeance? Yeah, Revengeance was a Metal Gear game that apparently is really good, but I never played it. I might play that. Who knows? My money is on Reincarnation. Job B sounds better than Regeneration. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Alrighty, class. Steven, I'm gonna write you a hall pass so you can go back to your stream. You don't have this class on your. You just kind of hang out in here with us, but I have to teach my students. You have to go back to your class. So you can go back to your class, it's fine. We won't talk about you while you're gone. But you can go if you want. And if you don't, that's fine. But yeah, let me go ahead and get over onto this side and